Deep within the continent of Africa lies a world of vibrant green, a realm of staggering biodiversity and ancient life. These are the African rainforests, the planet's second largest along, stretching across the equator like a vast emerald belt. They are places of profound mystery and breathtaking beauty, where the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers. Here the chorus of life never ceases, from the smallest insects humming in the undergrowth to the calls of unseen primates high in the canopy. These forests are not just collections of trees. They are complex living systems that have evolved over millennia, shaping the very climate of our world and cradling a significant portion of its life forms. The importance of these ecosystems cannot be overstated, as they are a critical source of oxygen, a regulator of weather patterns, and a sanctuary for countless species. The richness of these forests is almost beyond comprehension. Every leaf, every branch, and every patch of soil teems with activity. Sunlight struggles to pierce the dense canopy, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor, where unique fungi and plants thrive. High above, a complex world unfolds among the treetops, a world of monkeys, birds, and insects that may never touch the ground. The sheer diversity is a testament to the power of evolution, with each creature perfectly adapted to its specific niche. From the powerful predators that stalk the shadows to the gentle herbivores that browse on leaves, every organism plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of this intricate web of life, a balance that has been perfected over millions of years. The sounds are a symphony of nature. The rhythmic hum of cicadas, the distant cry of a hornbill, and the rustle of leaves as an unseen animal moves through the undergrowth. This environment is both a provider and a challenger. It offers abundant food and shelter, but also demands constant adaptation for survival. The animals and plants that call this place home have developed extraordinary strategies to navigate this world. Camouflage, mimicry, and complex social behaviors are just some of the tools used to thrive in this competitive yet cooperative environment. The intricate dance of life in these green cathedrals is a precious heritage for all of humanity. It is our shared responsibility to ensure that the chorus of the rainforest does not fall silent, and that its countless wonders continue to inspire and sustain future generations for centuries to come. At the very core of Africa's Emerald Heart lies the Congo Basin, a realm where the second largest tropical rainforest on Earth stretches endlessly beneath a living sea of green. This immense expanse covers an astonishing 1.4 million square miles, a territory so vast it weaves through 6 nations, forming a tapestry of unbroken wilderness. Here the forest pulses with life. Thousands of species of plants and animals thrive in a world of perpetual green, where every inch teems with movement and sound. The air is thick with humidity, and the dense canopy above traps clouds of mist, creating a world where sunlight filters through in golden shafts, and the forest floor is cloaked in shadow. Towering trees rise like ancient pillars, their trunks wrapped in vines and epiphytes, forming a cathedral of green that shelters a hidden universe below. Through this living labyrinth, the Congo River carves its way, a shimmering ribbon of water, winding and powerful, shaping the land and nourishing all that surrounds it. The rainforest acts as a vast lung for the planet, absorbing sunlight and carbon dioxide, exhaling life-giving oxygen into the atmosphere, sustaining creatures great and small. The Congo River itself is a waterway of legend, its broad currents winding through the heart of the forest, feeding countless tributaries and hidden oxbow lakes. It is Africa's second longest river, surpassed only by the Nile, yet it is unmatched in power, its surging flow second only to the mighty Amazon. Every second, 41,000 cubic meters of water thunder from its mouth into the Atlantic, carrying the stories of the forest to the sea. The river is more than a channel of water. It is a sculptor, carving valleys and shaping the land, its currents etching the contours of the rainforest over millennia. For millions of years, its relentless flow has acted as a natural barrier, dividing populations of animals and plants, guiding them along separate evolutionary journeys. This separation has given rise to astonishing diversity, each side of the river a world apart, filled with unique creatures and untold wonders. Among the most remarkable are the great apes. On the north bank, chimpanzees roam, their calls echoing through the trees as they forage and play. These intelligent primates are masters of their environment, using tools to gather food and weaving intricate social bonds within their groups. On the south bank, separated by the river's impassable waters, bonobos have evolved. Gentle, peace-loving apes whose societies are shaped by cooperation and play. Though they resemble their northern cousins, bonobos live in a world of harmony. Their lives are testament to the river's power to shape destiny. The river stands as a living boundary, its waters dividing territories and creating parallel worlds of evolution. This natural experiment, written in water and stone, reveals the profound influence of geography on the unfolding story of life. The Congo River is not merely a divider, but the architect of biological uniqueness, nurturing rare and wondrous species found nowhere else on Earth. Along its banks, herds of forest elephants gather, their massive forms moving silently through the undergrowth, pausing to drink and bathe in the cool, life-giving waters. Overhead, flocks of vibrant birds, African grey parrots, hornbills and turacos, dart between the trees, their calls filling the air with a symphony of sound. In the shallows, crocodiles bask in the sun, while hippos wallow in the muddy waters, their massive bodies barely visible beneath the surface. Beneath the surface, the river teems with life. Schools of shimmering fish dart among submerged roots, and rare aquatic creatures thrive in the hidden depths. The Congo is a source of life, a driver of evolution, and the beating heart of a wild, untamed world. It is a dynamic and powerful force that defines the character of Central Africa, a true river of life, sustaining one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on our planet. In the secluded southern reaches of the Congo rainforest, where the emerald canopy stretches endlessly and the air is thick with the scent of rain and earth, a great river winds its way through the heart of the jungle, its banks sheltering a world rarely seen by outsiders. Here, beneath the towering trees and tangled vines, lives one of the rainforest's most enigmatic inhabitants. The bonobo, a great ape whose expressive eyes and gentle features hint at a world of emotion and intelligence, moves quietly through the shadows. In this hidden kingdom, bonobos have woven a society unlike any other, where the bonds of kinship and friendship are the threads that hold the group together. They are known as the peaceful apes, and their days are filled with gentle grooming, playful embraces, and the soft murmur of contentment. Within their communities, cooperation is the rule, not the exception. Disputes are rare, and when tensions rise, they are soothed not by force but by touch. An outstretched hand, a reassuring hug, a shared moment of calm. Affection is the language of peace here. Bonobos use a rich tapestry of gestures, gentle caresses, playful nips and close embraces, to maintain harmony and strengthen the ties that bind them. At the heart of every group stands a wise and experienced female, guiding her companions with quiet authority. Though males may be larger, it is the matriarchs who lead, their knowledge and social skill shaping the destiny of the troop. This matriarchal order fosters a spirit of collaboration. Food is shared freely, and decisions are made for the good of all, not just the strongest. Bonobos are smaller and more slender than their chimpanzee cousins, standing 2.5 to 3 feet tall and weighing up to 88 pounds, their limbs long and graceful, built for life among the trees. Their bodies are perfectly adapted for climbing, with nimble fingers and strong arms that carry them effortlessly from branch to branch. One of the most remarkable sights in the bonobo world is the sharing of food. A ripe fruit, plucked from the canopy, is offered to a neighbour, sometimes even to a distant acquaintance. This act of generosity is rare among animals, a testament to the deep trust and empathy that define bonobo society. The group huddles close at night, their bodies pressed together for warmth and comfort. The bonds of friendship and family as strong as the ancient trees that shelter them. Life in the bonobo kingdom is inseparable from the forest itself. Agile and daring, bonobos climb high into the canopy, where sunlight filters through a mosaic of leaves. They travel in small bands, moving gracefully through the treetops, their calls echoing softly through the green cathedral. Foraging is a communal affair. Bonobos feast on a bounty of fruits, leaves, and the occasional invertebrate. Their diet is varied as the forest is lush. The rainforest provides in abundance, and the bonobos in turn nurture the forest, spreading seeds as they move and feed. Communication is constant, a chorus of hoots, grunts, and gestures that convey everything from excitement to reassurance, weaving the group into a single harmonious whole. The youngest bonobos are cradled in loving arms, nurtured by mothers, aunts, and older siblings alike. Every member of the group plays a part in their upbringing. Through play and gentle instruction, the old teach the young how to find food, how to climb, how to live in peace within the group. Yet even in this tranquil world, moments of uncertainty arise. A sudden noise, a shadow in the undergrowth, and the group pauses, alert and watchful, their unity their greatest defense. The forest is ever-changing, and the bonobos must adapt, their survival dependent on the delicate balance of their environment. When trees fall and the forest thins, the bonobos move on, seeking new shelter, new sources of food, always guided by the wisdom of their matriarchs. Their journey is a testament to resilience, each day a dance with the rhythms of the jungle, each night a celebration of unity and peace. As dusk falls, the bonobos gather in their leafy nests high above the forest floor, safe in the embrace of their community, the sounds of the rainforest lulling them to sleep. In the heart of the Congo, the bonobo kingdom endures, a living testament to the power of peace, cooperation, and the enduring beauty of the wild. Deep within the emerald heart of the Congo basin, Odzala-Kokoua National Park sprawls in ancient majesty, its vastness shrouded in mist and mystery. Here the rainforest breathes with life, its secrets hidden beneath a dense, unbroken canopy. This sanctuary is a labyrinth of towering trees and tangled vines where sunlight struggles to pierce the thick foliage, casting the forest floor into a world of shifting shadows and fleeting glimmers. In this shadowy realm, a ghost moves silently, Africa's most elusive predator, the leopard. Its presence is felt more often than seen, a whisper in the undergrowth, a fleeting shape melting into the green. The leopard's coat, a tapestry of rosettes and golden hues, is a masterpiece of camouflage. Against the chaotic backdrop of leaves and branches it vanishes, becoming one with the forest's living mosaic. With every step, the leopard glides through the undergrowth, its movements so silent that even the sharpest ears of the jungle's denizens rarely detect its approach. It's the embodiment of patience and precision, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In Odzala's tangled depths, the leopard's greatest weapon is its invisibility. It slips between shadows, a phantom that leaves only the faintest trace. A paw print in the mud, a rustle in the leaves. Every muscle in its body is honed for the hunt. The leopard is a marvel of predatory evolution. Its senses razor-sharp, its reflexes lightning-fast. Weighing between 66 and 143 pounds, these cats are both powerful and graceful. Their bodies stretch up to 6 feet, with a tail nearly half as long, a vital tool for balance in the treacherous heights above. The tail acts as a counterweight, allowing the leopard to move with breathtaking agility along the narrowest branches, high above the forest floor where danger and opportunity both await. Its muscular limbs propel it effortlessly up tree trunks and across gaping voids, making the treetops as much its domain as the shadowy ground below. Here the leopard's arboreal prowess is unmatched. It can snatch monkeys from the canopy or drag heavy prey into the safety of the branches, far from the reach of scavengers lurking below. Adaptability is the leopard's greatest strength. It moves seamlessly between the dense rainforest and the open savanna, thriving wherever stealth and cunning can tip the scales of survival. The life of a leopard is solitary, shrouded in secrecy. Each individual carves out a hidden existence, rarely crossing paths with others except in fleeting, tense encounters. In the deepest thickets, a female gives birth to her cubs, the den so well concealed that even the sharpest eyes of the forest seldom find it. For weeks the cubs remain hidden, their world no larger than the shadows that protect them. The mother's vigilance is unyielding. She must hunt with precision, always returning to her vulnerable young, ever watchful for the dangers that prowl the night. As the cubs grow, the forest becomes their classroom. Every rustle, every shadow is a lesson in survival, taught by a mother whose own life is a testament to the art of remaining unseen. Through play and practice, the cubs learn to stalk, to pounce, to vanish at a moment's notice. Their apprenticeship is long, their lessons written in the language of the wild. In recent times, the sight of several females raising healthy cubs in Odzala's depths is a silent triumph for the leopards, a sign that the ancient rhythms of the forest endure. Where leopards thrive, the forest flourishes. Their presence is a silent guardian, shaping the balance of life from the shadows. As the apex predator, the leopard's influence ripples through the ecosystem, keeping populations in check and ensuring the wild harmony of Odzala's living tapestry. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, is woven into this intricate web, their fates intertwined with the silent hunter that moves among them. To glimpse a leopard in the wild is to witness a living legend, a fleeting vision of the untamed, a reminder that in the deepest shadows of the African rainforest, the spirit of the wild still reigns, silent and supreme. High in the ancient volcanic mountains of Central Africa, where the peaks pierce the clouds and the world is veiled in a perpetual shroud of mist, and the dense emerald vegetation weaves a living tapestry, there dwells a creature whose presence is as mysterious as the mists themselves, the mountain gorilla. These magnificent primates are the gentle sovereigns of the high-altitude forests, Bwindi's tangled labyrinth, Rwanda's mist-draped volcanoes, and the wild heart of Virunga. In these sanctuaries of green, the gorillas move with quiet purpose, their lives unfolding beneath the ancient canopy. Their world is a vertical kingdom, steep forested slopes and deep shadowed valleys, all cloaked in a lush, unbroken sea of green. Here the air is cool and heavy with moisture, the mist curling through the trees like a living spirit. Silence reigns, broken only by the soft rustle of leaves and the gentle, deliberate movements of gorillas as they pass through the undergrowth, their dark forms blending with the shadows. Life for these gentle giants is a tranquil symphony, centered on the rhythms of family and the endless quest for sustenance. Mountain gorillas form close-knit families, their bonds woven as tightly as the vines that drape their forest home, each group numbering between 10 and 30 souls. At the heart of every family stands a dominant silverback, a living pillar of strength and wisdom. His back, adorned with a striking swathe of silver, is a badge of maturity and authority, a signal to all who dwell in the forest. The silverback is the family's anchor, its guardian and guide. He is protector, peacemaker, and leader, his presence a constant reassurance in the shifting mists. Though his power is immense, his rule is gentle, his leadership marked by patience and care. He leads his family to the forest's richest foraging grounds and stands as an unyielding shield against any threat that dares approach. The bond between silverback and family is deep and enduring, his presence a silent promise of safety, allowing the group to rest and thrive in peace. The daily life of a mountain gorilla is a gentle cycle, a tranquil routine shaped by the forest's bounty. Their diet is a feast of green, leaves, stems, roots, and the succulent pith hidden within the forest's abundant plants. For hours they forage, their powerful hands and jaws making light work of even the toughest vegetation, breaking apart branches to reach the tender shoots and hidden morsels within. After a morning of feeding, the family settles into a peaceful rest, the forest floor their sanctuary. This is a time for gentle interaction, for the subtle rituals of grooming and play that strengthen the fabric of family. Young gorillas tumble and chase, their laughter echoing softly beneath the trees, while elders groom one another, fingers deftly combing through thick fur, reinforcing the invisible bonds that hold the family together. It is a portrait of harmony, a living testament to the peace that can flourish in the heart of the wild. Yet, not long ago, the mountain gorilla's future was shrouded in darkness, their numbers dwindling, their world shrinking. The forests echoed with loss as habitat vanished and the gorilla's ancient lineage teetered on the edge. But the mists have parted for these gentle giants. Their story is now one of resilience, of survival against the odds. Through the quiet persistence of nature, the gorilla families endure, their numbers slowly rising, their presence a blessing upon the land. The forests once again ring with the sounds of gorilla life, of new generations, of hope renewed beneath the ancient trees. In this misty realm, the mountain gorilla stands as a symbol of nature's enduring spirit, a living treasure of the wild. Their world, untouched and sacred, is a reminder of the beauty and fragility of life in the mists. Here, in the cool embrace of the mountains, the gorillas thrive, their families strong, their future once again entwined with the ancient forest. The mountain gorilla, majestic, mysterious, and enduring, remains the beating heart of the mist-shrouded wild. Section 6. Architects and Ancients. Elephants and Crocodiles of Uganda. In the heart of Uganda, where the mighty Nile carves its way through emerald rainforests and sun-dappled glades, Murchison Falls National Park stands as a sanctuary for some of Africa's most awe-inspiring wildlife. Here, the landscape pulses with life. Towering trees, tangled vines, and the distant thunder of waterfalls create a world both ancient and untamed. Deep within this verdant realm, the forest elephant moves with silent majesty. Smaller and more compact than its savanna cousin, the forest elephant is a master of the shadows, its slate-grey form gliding between shafts of golden light. With rounded ears and slender, downward-pointing tusks, these elephants are perfectly adapted for life in the dense undergrowth, their bodies built for maneuvering through tangled foliage and narrow trails. They are the architects of the forest, shaping their world with every step. Their trunks twist and pull at branches, breaking through the green labyrinth, forging new paths and clearings in their wake. As they move, sunlight pours through the gaps they create, illuminating the forest floor and awakening a riot of new growth, ferns, saplings, and wildflowers springing up in their footsteps. This living mosaic of plants and trees flourishes, each patch of light and shadow a testament to the elephant's role as guardians of biodiversity. The forest echoes with the low rumbles and gentle trumpets of elephant families. Tight-knit groups of mothers, aunts, and calves moving as one through the green cathedral. Their bonds are unbreakable, woven through years of shared journeys and whispered secrets expressed in tender touches and protective circles around the youngest members. After nearly 2 years of anticipation, a newborn calf stumbles into the world, its first steps guided by the gentle nudges of its mother and the watchful eyes of the herd. The entire family gathers close, forming a living shield of wisdom and strength, each member playing a part in nurturing and defending the precious new life. Under their guidance, the calf learns the ancient ways of the forest, how to find water in the dry season, which leaves to eat, and how to read the subtle language of the herd. At the heart of every group is the matriarch, her memory a living map of the land. She leads her family with quiet authority, guiding them to hidden springs and lush feeding grounds, her wisdom the key to their survival. But where the forest meets the river, another ancient force reigns. In the slow, swirling waters of the Nile crocodile lies in wait, a living relic from a primordial age. Its armored hide glistens in the sun, a patchwork of scars and scales, eyes barely breaking the surface as it surveys its watery domain with cold patience. These giants can reach over 16 feet in length, their massive bodies gliding through the river with silent, predatory grace. Every muscle is tuned for the hunt, every movement a study in ancient power. For hours they remain motionless, perfectly camouflaged among the reeds and driftwood, their presence betrayed only by the faint ripple of water or the glint of an unblinking eye. Then, in a sudden explosion of violence, the crocodile surges from the depths, jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing force, dragging its prey into the murky embrace of the river. The hunt is swift and merciless, a display of raw, primeval strength honed over millions of years. With a powerful twist, the crocodile performs its infamous death roll, spinning through the water in a blur of muscle and teeth, subduing its victim with relentless force. Some of these ancient predators have watched the river flow for more than 80 years, their lives a silent chronicle of the wild's eternal struggle. As scavengers and hunters, crocodiles play a vital role in the river's balance, keeping fish populations in check and cleansing the waters of decay. All around the park teems with life. Vervet monkeys leap and chatter in the treetops, their silver fur flashing in the sun, while the air vibrates with the calls of unseen birds. In the wetlands, the rare shoebill stork stalks through the reeds, its prehistoric silhouette a reminder of the ancient mysteries that linger in this wild, untamed land, a world ruled by the architects and ancients of Uganda. Section 7. Life in the Ethiopian Highlands. Far from the dense, humid rainforests of the Congo, the African continent rises in a breathtaking display of geological power, forming the vast, ancient landscapes of the Ethiopian Highlands. Here the land seems to touch the sky, and the air is crisp and thin, carrying the scent of wild grasses and distant rain. This is a world sculpted by time and elemental force, a realm of jagged peaks, plunging valleys, and endless high-altitude plateaus often called the roof of Africa. The mountains stand as silent sentinels, their slopes shrouded in mist, their summits crowned with clouds. In the Simeon and Baale mountains, life has been forged in the crucible of altitude. Here the air is thin, the nights are cold, and the sun burns fiercely by day. Only the hardiest creatures survive, each one a testament to nature's relentless drive to adapt and endure. The Ethiopian highlands are a living ark, sheltering a collection of animals found nowhere else on Earth. Evolution has run wild in this isolated world, giving rise to a cast of characters as unique as the landscape itself. Among the most extraordinary of these is the gelada baboon, a creature whose story is written in the grasslands and steep slopes of these mountains. Geladas are the world's only true grass-eating monkeys, their days spent grazing in vast herds that ripple across the highland meadows like living rivers. Their social lives are intricate and dynamic, with up to 500 individuals forming a single bustling community, a city of baboons thriving in the thin mountain air. Above these grassy slopes, the skies belong to the bearded vulture, a master of the wind and a symbol of the wild highlands. With every beat of its wings it surveys the world below, a solitary guardian gliding on invisible currents. With a wingspan stretching up to 10 feet, the bearded vulture is a vision of power and grace, its silhouette casting fleeting shadows over the rugged terrain. Unlike any other vulture, it adorns itself in fiery orange, a colour earned by bathing in iron-rich soils, a ritual that transforms its feathers into a living flame, a striking display in the pale mountain light. The bearded vulture is nature's ultimate recycler, thriving on a diet that others shun, bones. It is a specialist, extracting nourishment from the marrow hidden within, turning death into life in the endless cycle of the highlands. With astonishing intelligence, it soars high, clutching bones in its talons, then releases them onto the rocks below, shattering them to reach the rich marrow inside. This remarkable adaptation ensures that nothing is wasted in this harsh environment. In this way, the bearded vulture plays a vital role in the mountain ecosystem, keeping the highlands clean and balanced, a silent custodian of the wild. Roaming the wind-swept plateaus is another highland marvel, the Ethiopian wolf, a predator as elusive as it is beautiful, with a slender frame, long legs, and a striking red coat that blazes against the green and gold of the grasslands. The Ethiopian wolf is a vision of elegance and agility, more reminiscent of a coyote than its wolf cousins. These canids are supreme specialists, perfectly adapted to the rigors of life above 10,000 feet. Their senses are razor-sharp, their movements precise, as they stalk the tiny rodents that flourish in the alpine meadows. Patient and focused, the Ethiopian wolf listens for the faintest rustle in the grass, then strikes with lightning speed, a master hunter in a world of scarcity. With only a few hundred individuals left, the Ethiopian wolf is a rare jewel of the highlands, its survival hanging by a thread in this isolated realm. Every wolf, every vulture, every gelada is a living testament to the power of adaptation and the fragility of life at the roof of Africa. The wildlife of the Ethiopian highlands is a symphony of survival, each species a note in nature's grand composition. Here, life is shaped by wind and stone, by cold nights and blazing days, by the relentless push to endure. From the grass-eating geladas that move in great herds, to the bone-crushing vultures soaring above, to the wolves that hunt in silence, each animal has carved out a place in this challenging, beautiful world. The Ethiopian highlands are an island in the sky, a cradle of evolution where the rare and the remarkable flourish, shaped by isolation and the demands of altitude. The fate of these extraordinary creatures is bound to the fate of their mountain home, a fragile, irreplaceable sanctuary where the story of life is written in stone, cloud, and the wild beating of wings. Section 8. Kilimanjaro's Hidden Forest Realm. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, stands like a silent guardian, its snow-capped summit gleaming above the endless plains. But beneath this icy crown, a secret world stirs, a realm where the wild reigns and every shadow hides a story. Kilimanjaro is not just a mountain, it's a living tower of life, with each layer revealing a new adventure. From sun-baked grasslands, the land transforms into a tangled emerald forest, then climbs ever higher to the frosty heights where only the bravest creatures roam. At the mountain's feet, a lush montane forest stretches out, a green labyrinth teeming with secrets. Here ancient trees arch overhead, their branches woven together like the roof of a grand leafy palace. Mist drifts between the trunks, wrapping the forest in a cool, mysterious cloak. Every leaf glistens with dew, and the air hums with the quiet magic of a world untouched. Water trickles and tumbles through this hidden kingdom, fed by the mountain's glaciers and the clouds that gather at its slopes. Streams carve secret paths, and waterfalls like the mighty Matarumi plunge into emerald pools, their spray sparkling in the filtered sunlight. High above, in the leafy rafters, the colobus monkey leaps from branch to branch, a black and white acrobat in a world of green. With every bound it turns the treetops into its own wild playground. Their fur is a striking contrast of midnight and snow, and their long feathery tails trail behind them like banners as they soar through the canopy. Colobus monkeys live in lively bands, chattering and grooming, their laughter echoing through the leaves. Together they turn the forest into a stage for endless games and daring leaps. Their hands, missing the usual opposable thumb, are perfectly shaped for swinging and clinging, nature's own hooks for a life spent dancing among the branches. What seems like a quirk is actually a superpower, letting them zip through the treetops with breathtaking speed and grace. Always just out of reach of danger, every leap and swing is a testament to the wonders of evolution, each monkey perfectly crafted for its high-flying life. In this treetop society, teamwork is everything. The group is a family, bound by trust and playful affection, especially when it comes to their youngest members. Alloparenting is the rule here. Every adult takes a turn caring for the little ones, ensuring no baby is ever left behind in the leafy maze. Newborns arrive as tiny, snowy bundles, their white fur glowing against their mother's dark coat, a beacon for the whole group to spot and cherish. The little ones are passed from arm to arm, each adult taking a turn as guardian and playmate, while their mothers forage and explore. This shared care gives mothers the freedom to seek out the juiciest leaves, while the bonds of friendship and family grow ever stronger. In this enchanted forest, every day is an adventure, and every life is woven into the tapestry of survival and joy. Kilimanjaro's forests may seem a world apart from the sprawling Amazon, but both are treasure troves of life, each with its own cast of wild characters and hidden wonders. The Amazon teems with prowling jaguars, stealthy ocelots, slow-moving sloths, and armies of leaf-cutter ants, each a hero in its own jungle tale. Comparing these two wild worlds reveals the endless creativity of nature as life invents new ways to thrive on every continent. Kilimanjaro's forests may be smaller, but they are home to creatures found nowhere else. Each one a marvel, each one a survivor in this magical, hidden realm. Section 9, A Global Treasure, Why Africa's Rainforests Matter. Africa's rainforests are living cathedrals, their emerald canopies sheltering a world of astonishing life. Every leaf, every branch, every shadow pulses with the energy of countless creatures, each playing a vital role in the intricate web of existence. Among the most breathtaking spectacles is the annual migration of fruit bats, a living river in the sky. Each year, millions of these winged mammals journey over 600 miles from the Congo Basin to a small patch of forest in Kasanka National Park, Zambia, drawn by the promise of ripening fruit. Between October and December, as many as 10 million straw-coloured fruit bats fill the sky, transforming the forest into a swirling living cloud, one of the largest mammal migrations on Earth. This is more than a spectacle, it is a lifeline for the forest. As the bats feast, they scatter seeds far and wide, breathing new life into the rainforest. Their nightly journeys ensure the forest regenerates, making them the silent architects of Africa's green kingdoms. These bats are the great gardeners of Africa, nurturing the very heart of the continent. Beneath the canopy, where forest meets grassland, another marvel prowls, the serval, a master of stealth and precision. With impossibly long legs and satellite dish ears, the serval is built for the hunt, perfectly adapted to its wild domain. These adaptations make it a formidable predator, able to detect and capture the smallest of prey hidden in the grass. Its long legs give it a commanding view, while its sensitive ears catch the faintest whisper of movement below. With a sudden, graceful leap, the serval pounces, its accuracy unmatched. Nearly half its hunts end in success. This efficiency makes the serval one of the most successful hunters in the cat family, a testament to the power of adaptation. From the gentle bonobos of the Congo, to the mighty gorillas of the misty mountains, to the elusive leopards lurking in the shadows and the swirling clouds of bats above, Africa's rainforests are a sanctuary for wonders. Every species here is a masterpiece of evolution, each uniquely equipped to survive and thrive in this lush, challenging world. These forests are not isolated realms, they are the beating green hearts of our planet, regulating life far beyond their borders. They absorb vast amounts of carbon, acting as the planet's lungs and helping to stabilize the global climate. Their towering trees summon rain, shaping weather patterns across continents and sustaining life near and far. Within their depths, a treasure trove of plants and animals holds secrets yet to be discovered, potential cures, new species, and untold marvels. To safeguard these forests is to safeguard the future of all who dwell within them. Their survival is the survival of a world of wonders. Yet these ancient realms face grave threats. Illegal logging, mining, and the relentless spread of agriculture tear at their heart, while climate change looms as a silent destroyer. The loss of these forests would mean the extinction of countless species, some never even known to science, erasing entire chapters of the story of life. The collapse of these ecosystems would send shockwaves through the environment, disrupting climate and impoverishing the richness of life on Earth. The fate of Africa's rainforests is a matter of global urgency. Their survival is the survival of the planet's wild heart. Let these forests endure. Let the dawn break over a world where the wild still thrives, where the chorus of life continues, strong and unbroken, for all the ages to come. As the sun dips below the horizon and the forest is cloaked in the velvet of night, a different world awakens. This is the realm of Africa's nocturnal predators, where shadows come alive, and the unseen becomes the master of the night. Here in the inky darkness a new chapter of survival unfolds, one that is as mesmerizing as it is perilous. Under the cover of darkness, the African rainforest transforms into a stage for stealth and cunning. The night belongs to the hunters, and none are more adept than the enigmatic African palm civet. With eyes that pierce the blackness and a body built for silent movement, the civet glides through the treetops. Its senses are finely tuned. Every rustle, every scent is a potential lead in the hunt for its next meal. Whether it be fruits, insects, or small vertebrates, the civet's diet is as varied as its tactics are versatile. With a leap, it can snatch a bird mid-flight or pluck a fruit from the highest branch, a testament to its agility and precision. On the forest floor, another shadow stalks, an African golden cat, a phantom of the night. This elusive feline, rarely seen by human eyes, is a master of ambush, with fur that blends seamlessly into the underbrush and eyes that reflect the faintest light. It moves like a whisper through the foliage. The golden cat's hunting strategies are as diverse as its prey. It can lie in wait for hours, poised to strike or creep silently towards its target. When the moment comes, it strikes with lightning speed, its powerful jaws delivering a fatal blow. Its diet ranges from small mammals to birds, even venturing to hunt monkeys, showcasing its adaptability and prowess. Above in the canopy, the African wood owl surveys its domain. With eyes adapted to the faintest light and a head that can swivel nearly 270 degrees, it is the epitome of nocturnal vision. The owl's silent flight, enabled by specialized feathers that muffle sound, allows it to glide undetected. Its keen hearing can locate the slightest movement, even under a blanket of leaves. Once a target is identified, the owl swoops down with deadly accuracy, its talons closing in on unsuspecting prey. The forest reverberates with the echoes of its calls, a haunting symphony of the night. But the night is not just for the predators. It is also a time of heightened vigilance for those who must evade them. The bush babies, or galagos, with their enormous eyes and extraordinary leaping ability, navigate the night with acrobatic grace. They forage for insects and fruits, always alert to the lurking dangers. Their calls, a mix of chirps and shrieks, punctuate the night, a constant reminder of the delicate balance between hunter and hunted. In this nocturnal theatre, every sense is heightened, every movement calculated. The rainforest at night is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of its inhabitants. Each predator, each prey plays a vital role in this intricate web of life, ensuring the continuity of the ecosystem. As dawn approaches and the first light of day begins to filter through the canopy, the nocturnal predators retreat to their hidden sanctuaries. The forest prepares for a new day, but the secrets of the night remain hidden in the shadows, waiting to be unveiled once more. Beneath the towering giants of Africa's rainforests, a quieter drama unfolds, a world invisible to most, yet vital to all. Here, in the dappled light and thick undergrowth, insects and plants are bound by a web of astonishing complexity. Their relationships are not just incidental, they are the lifeblood of the forest itself. Every leaf, every blossom is a stage for countless interactions. Take the weaver ants, tireless architects. They stitch together leaves using silk spun by their larvae, creating sprawling nests high in the canopy. These ants are more than just builders, they are fierce defenders. In exchange for shelter and sugary nectar from the tree's glands, they patrol the branches, warding off hungry herbivores and pruning away competing plants. In this silent pact, both ant and tree thrive. Meanwhile, the rainforest hums with the flight of bees, butterflies, and beetles. Each insect is a messenger, shuttling pollen from flower to flower. The orchid bee, adorned in shimmering metallic hues, seeks out rare scents from blossoms hidden deep in the shadows. In gathering these perfumes, it unwittingly fertilizes the orchids, ensuring their survival and the next generation of blooms. But the exchange is not always harmonious. Some plants, like the carnivorous sundew, have evolved sticky, glistening traps to lure in unsuspecting insects. When a fly lands, it is ensnared, becoming both victim and nutrient, its life fueling the plant's growth in the nutrient-poor forest floor. Other alliances are more subtle. Leafcutter ants, for instance, harvest pieces of leaves not for their own consumption, but to cultivate underground gardens of fungus. The ants feed the fungus, and in return the fungus provides nourishment for the colony, a partnership refined over millennia. And then there are the decomposers. Beetles, termites, and a legion of ants. They break down fallen wood and leaf litter, recycling nutrients back into the soil. Without their tireless labor, the rainforest would choke beneath its own abundance. In this intricate web, every insect and every plant is both actor and audience, each shaping and being shaped by the other. Their ceaseless interactions sustain the rainforest, weaving a tapestry of life that stretches from the darkest roots to the sunlit canopy. Here, in the hidden heart of Africa, nature's tiniest engineers hold the keys to the forest's enduring vitality. Above the emerald waves of Africa's rainforests, another story unfolds, one written on the wind in feathers and flight. As dawn breaks, the canopy stirs with the calls of countless birds, each note a herald of ancient journeys. Here migration is a living river, flowing not with water but with wings. In the cool hush before sunrise, flocks of green pigeons gather, their plumage a perfect echo of the leafy boughs. With a sudden burst they launch skyward, tracing invisible highways that stretch for hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles. These are the great travelers, the cuckoos, bee-eaters, and swifts, navigating by sun, stars, and the subtle pull of the Earth's magnetic heart. Their routes are etched by instinct and memory, crossing continents and climates. The dazzling European roller, its blue wings flashing like sapphires, leaves the Sahel's dry embrace to seek the rainforest's bounty, following the rains and the insect blooms they bring. Overhead, flocks of Amur falcons slice through the clouds, a living ribbon that ties Asia to Africa each year. Within the forest, the air shimmers with movement. Sunbirds, tiny jewels with iridescent throats, dart between blossoms, tracing the same paths their ancestors have followed for millennia. In the tangled understory, secretive pitters slip through shafts of golden light, pausing only to rest before the next leg of their journey. As the seasons turn, the rainforest becomes a sanctuary, a vital oasis in a world of change. Here, fruiting trees and swarms of insects offer sustenance to weary travellers. Some will stay, weaving nests in the safety of the dense foliage. Others press onward, their journey a marvel of endurance and adaptation. No human eye guides them, no map marks their passage. Yet year after year the birds return, winged threads stitching together distant lands. Their migration is a testament to the rainforest's power to sustain, to shelter, and to inspire awe. In this realm of green, the sky itself is alive, and every journey tells a story written far above the forest floor. Beneath the mirrored surface of rainforest rivers lies a world as rich and mysterious as the canopy above. A realm where sunlight dances in shifting patterns and every ripple conceals a secret. Here, the water is alive with possibility. Shoals of jewel-like cichlids flicker between tangled roots, their scales shimmering in emerald and gold. Darting in and out of shadow, they weave through underwater forests of swaying aquatic plants, each leaf a shelter, each stem a pathway. In these liquid corridors, amphibians reign. The glassy-eyed reed frog, barely larger than a thumbprint, clings to floating leaves, its translucent skin revealing the delicate pulse of life within. Salamanders and caecilians, silent and serpentine, glide along the muddy bottom, vanishing in an instant when danger approaches. Above them, water lilies unfurl, broad, waxy platforms for insects and resting frogs, their blossoms blazing in unexpected bursts of colour. Beneath the lilies, labyrinths of roots offer sanctuary to young fish and tadpoles, a safe haven from hungry jaws. Predators lurk in the shadows. The African butterfly fish, with its outstretched fins, hovers just below the surface, waiting to snatch an unwary insect. Electric catfish prowl the depths, using bursts of energy to navigate the murky world and stun their prey. Every drop of water pulses with life and interconnection. Algae bloom in sunlit shallows, feeding tiny shrimp and snails, who in turn sustain the fish and amphibians that fill these waters with movement and colour. Even in the quietest pools, the rainforest's heartbeat thrums, a delicate balance, hidden from view, yet essential to the world above. Here, beneath the surface, the story of the rainforest continues, unseen but no less extraordinary. In this submerged kingdom, life adapts, thrives, and endures, reminding us that the wonders of the rainforest reach far beyond what the eye can see. Beneath the towering trees and tangled vines, an unseen drama unfolds on the rainforest floor. Here, in the shadowy undergrowth, small mammals face a daily test of wit, agility, and adaptation. For these tiny creatures, survival means blending into a world teeming with predators and sudden danger. Agile and alert, the African pygmy mouse scurries through a maze of fallen leaves. Barely the size of a thumb, it uses its delicate whiskers to sense vibrations in the earth, detecting the approach of snakes or birds of prey before they strike. When threatened, it freezes, becoming almost invisible against the dappled light and leaf litter. Nearby, a brush-furred rat emerges from a burrow hidden beneath a mossy log. Nightfall is its ally. Under cover of darkness, it forages for seeds, fruits, and insects, guided by an acute sense of smell. Its soft, muted fur camouflages it perfectly, while powerful hind legs send it bounding to safety at the slightest hint of danger. In the heart of the rainforest, the elusive elephant shrew darts along twisting tunnels of roots and vines. Its elongated snout probes for hidden insects, while its large eyes scan for threats. This tiny mammal relies on speed, able to vanish in a blur when predators draw near. And high above, the bush baby glides from branch to branch, its enormous eyes reflecting the faintest traces of moonlight. Specialized pads on its feet help it cling to bark and leap impossible distances, escaping danger with acrobatic precision. Each of these small mammals has evolved ingenious strategies to survive: camouflage, speed, night vision, and acute senses. They shape the ecosystem in ways both subtle and profound, dispersing seeds, aerating the soil, and providing food for larger animals. In the endless contest for life beneath the rainforest canopy, it is not only the giants who endure. In every rustle and shadow, the small mammals of the rainforest prove that resilience comes in all sizes, each one a master of survival, in a world where every moment counts. Deep within the emerald depths of Africa's rainforests, an unseen army works tirelessly. These are the silent recyclers, the fungi and decomposers who transform the remnants of life into the seeds of rebirth. In the moist, shadowy undergrowth, the forest floor is a tapestry of decay and renewal, where every fallen leaf and ancient tree trunk is a feast for a hidden world of organisms. Look closer, and you'll find a forest within a forest. Delicate strands of mycelium weave through the soil, forming an intricate network that connects the roots of trees and plants. This underground web is the lifeline of the rainforest, breaking down organic matter and releasing vital nutrients back into the earth. Through this process, fungi play a crucial role in maintaining the health and fertility of the entire ecosystem. Among the decaying wood and leaf litter, mushrooms of all shapes and colors emerge, their fruiting bodies signaling the presence of the mycelial network below. Some are small and unassuming, while others are flamboyant, with vivid hues and intricate patterns. Each species has its own unique role in the cycle of decomposition, breaking down different types of organic material and contributing to the forest's nutrient cycle. In the heart of the rainforest, where sunlight barely penetrates the dense canopy, bioluminescent fungi glow with an eerie, otherworldly light. These luminescent fungi attract insects, which help disperse their spores, ensuring the continuation of their species. It's a symbiotic relationship that highlights the interconnectedness of all life in the rainforest. But fungi are not the only decomposers at work. Beetles, ants, and termites join the dance of decomposition, breaking down organic matter into smaller pieces that fungi and bacteria can further degrade. These tiny engineers work tirelessly, turning dead wood into rich, fertile soil that nourishes the next generation of rainforest giants. Together, fungi and decomposers form the backbone of the rainforest's nutrient cycle. They ensure that nothing goes to waste, transforming death into new life and maintaining the delicate balance of this complex ecosystem. In the silence of the forest floor, they carry out their vital work, unseen and often unappreciated, yet essential to the survival of the rainforest. As we marvel at the towering trees and vibrant wildlife of Africa's rainforests, let us not forget the silent recyclers beneath our feet, for it is through their tireless efforts that the circle of life continues and the rainforest thrives in all its glory. In the heart of Africa's rainforests, time is measured not by clocks or calendars, but by the ever-changing rhythm of the rain. Unlike the temperate forests of the north, here the seasons unfold in a dance of wet and dry, each bringing profound transformations to every layer of the forest. When the rains arrive, clouds gather thickly overhead, and the forest awakens to a symphony of falling water. Torrents cascade from the canopy, drenching the earth and filling once dry streams. Rivers swell, spilling over their banks and breathing new life into the landscape. The air shimmers with humidity, and every leaf glistens with droplets. In this season, the rainforest pulses with abundance. Frogs emerge from their hiding places, their calls echoing through the mist. Many species time their breeding to coincide with the rains, laying eggs in newly formed pools and ephemeral puddles. Insects swarm in great numbers, their brief lives fueling a chain reaction of activity. Birds dart through the foliage, feasting on the bounty, while monkeys and other mammals forage for fruits ripened by the rain's touch. But the rains do not last forever. As the clouds retreat, the forest enters a quieter phase. The dry season. Streams shrink and the undergrowth becomes a patchwork of sunlight and shadow. Leaves toughen and some trees shed their greenery, conserving water for the months ahead. The air grows still and the hum of insects softens. Yet even in this time of scarcity, life persists. Animals adapt in remarkable ways. Some retreat into the cool shade, others change their diets or travel greater distances in search of food and water. The forest floor, once a muddy labyrinth, hardens and cracks, revealing hidden burrows and the secret lives of creatures below. Throughout these cycles, the rainforest reveals its resilience and adaptability. Each season shapes the lives within, from the tiniest ant to the largest elephant, guiding migrations, courtships, and the pulse of daily survival. The rhythm of the rain is the heartbeat of the rainforest, a force that binds all its inhabitants in an eternal dance of change and renewal. As the first drops of the next rainy season begin to fall, the forest stirs once more. Life surges forward, ever attuned to the ancient unbroken rhythm of the rain. High above the forest floor, where sunlight first kisses the treetops, lies an emerald kingdom few eyes ever see. The rainforest canopy forms a living roof, an intricate network of branches, leaves and vines that stretches as far as the eye can imagine. Here, in this sun-drenched world, life unfolds in dazzling diversity. Every inch of the canopy is alive. Ancient trees, their crowns interlocking, support a vibrant community of plants and animals. Orchids and bromeliads perch in the crooks of branches, their roots never touching the ground. These air plants collect rainwater in their leaves, creating miniature ponds for tiny frogs, insects, and even small crustaceans. The canopy is a highway for agile creatures. Colobus monkeys leap from limb to limb, their long tails trailing like banners. Brightly coloured chameleons blend seamlessly with moss and lichen, their eyes swivelling in search of prey. Squirrels and gliding mammals soar through open air, carried by flaps of skin or bushy tails, bridging the gaps between distant trees. Birdlife flourishes in this lofty domain. Sunbirds and turacos flash iridescent colours as they sip nectar from hidden blossoms. Parrots chatter and flit in pairs, their voices echoing across the leafy expanse. In rare moments a crowned eagle glides silently above, its keen eyes scanning for unsuspecting monkeys or rodents. Even the plants are extraordinary. Lianas twist and curl, binding tree to tree, while the roots of strangler figs weave labyrinths around their hosts. Some trees release chemical signals, warning their neighbours of hungry insects. Others bloom only at night, attracting bats and moths with sweet-scented flowers. This world above is not just a shelter, but a sanctuary, a cradle for countless species that may never set foot on the forest floor. Here the cycle of life plays out in miniature pollinators flit from flower to flower, predators stalk in silence, and seeds drift gently down to the dark earth below. The rainforest canopy is a realm of perpetual discovery, where every branch holds a secret and every leaf tells a story. It is a reminder of nature's boundless creativity, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the next dawn to reveal its wonders once more. Long before the first leaf unfurled in the morning sun, before rivers carved their winding paths or animals called the forest home, Africa's rainforests began their silent story. Journey deep into the past, tens of millions of years ago, when the continent was a shifting puzzle, its land masses drifting upon ancient seas. Volcanoes erupted, their molten breath forging new mountains. Vast rifts yawned open, birthing valleys and lakes. Over eons, relentless rains fell, sculpting the land and nurturing the first seeds of green. Slowly, patiently, forests took root, weaving dense blankets of life across the equator. The air was thick with the calls of early birds and the rustle of giant ferns. Towering trees, ancestors of today's giants, spread their branches skyward, forming the first living canopies. As the climate warmed and cooled, the forests waxed and waned, sometimes shrinking to hidden refuges, sometimes stretching across continents like emerald seas. Beneath the soil, ancient roots tangled with stone, drawing sustenance from mineral-rich earth left behind by vanished oceans. Fossilized pollen and petrified wood whisper secrets of vanished worlds, of forests that endured mass extinctions, survived the shattering of continents, and adapted to the rise of new mountains and the birth of mighty rivers. Through every upheaval the rainforest endured. It became a living archive, holding echoes of the dinosaurs, the thunder of prehistoric elephants, and the footprints of long-lost creatures. Today, each layer of leaf litter, each ring in a tree's heartwood, is a chapter in an epic that began before any human eye could witness its dawn. Africa's rainforests are more than vibrant ecosystems. They are ancient survivors, shaped by fire and flood, by the slow dance of continents, and by the endless patience of time itself. In their shadows the past is never truly gone. It lives on, hidden in the emerald gloom, waiting for those who listen to the whispers of stone and leaf.